Hello, Spilly Cave here, and I wanted to do a little something called
a channel update.
some housekeeping, if you may. So, as many of you know, I've been doing this for years now. I've been making lots of stuff. I've put out an album, I have another album done, and I make all sorts of videos. Me talking, me singing, me playing lots of instruments, all that kind of stuff. The pyramid of my life is made up by video games, music, and comedy. I love them all equally, and I like to do them a lot. And so, in this time that I've been pursuing this dream I've been working on since I was around 14, I've made a lot, I've had some videos with some big hits, and I've built a community, while although not major, is enough people where I feel that I want to reach out to you all and just give an update on where Spilly Cave is going in the future, because I've been doing lots of different stuff. COVID was a rough year for me. I had a lot of time, and I finished my album, which I'm really stoked about. But also, I realized I want to have a very clear direction with this. More than touring and playing live shows and doing everything in my life, I've realized my favorite thing is right here. It's being in this studio, it's making videos, it's making music here, it's writing, producing, editing, everything on my own. I find a lot of joy that way. It completes me in my creative endeavors. So going forward, I just wanted to kind of establish a game plan and also ask you guys, like everyone that supports and watches my stuff, what you want out of what I do, right? So I love, like I've been doing the collection of thoughts. We'll have a new one of those on Monday. And I'm kind of just going to be leaning hard from now on into making video content. And I just kind of wanted to do this just to say what's going on. Because I've noticed in the past 3 years, as I've been really like making a lot of videos, my stuff's kind of all over the place. My brain, although good at producing things, is not good at producing the same thing. I'm all over the place. So if that's what you enjoy about my content, that's awesome. If not, because I know I have people on here that are just here for the music. There's people here just for the funny videos. And so going forward, I just wanted to talk about what this channel will be, right? And although I've built up an audience and have had some videos all over different social networks with lots and lots of views, overall, I'm in a strange place where I have an audience, I have fans, but I don't make a living on this yet, which is my ultimate goal. So going forward, I just wanted to lay the groundwork of what the channel will be. What is Spilly Cave? So first off, the music. Number one, I have an album coming out. It's called Is It Really Hell If There's Free Coffee? The next track off the album, the next single, comes out next Friday. And also, I'm still figuring out the exact date for the record. I'm thinking October. No plans set in stone there. But October is feeling good right now with the amount of singles I want to release before the record to build up some hype for all that kind of stuff. As much as I would love just to release it all right now. So that the music stuff isn't stopping. I have my main content for music is my record and my original songs. I've also done some covers in the past that have done well. I will continue doing those. Those really, I don't like to have a set schedule for those because it really just takes a certain song that kind of strikes me a certain way that be like, man, I really think I could do a cool spin on this, right? So I don't like to go searching for those. In addition, I do a lot of musical comedy. I hate that word because you think of the terrible person on the stand-up stage with the acoustic guitar. But I think I make some videos that include music and humor. So that stuff will be continuing on. There is a set schedule for the album of a single a month until the record comes out in October is the current plan. Number two, me talking in front of the camera. I love this. If there's one thing about me, it's that I write a lot, and if I'm not writing music, I'm just writing words. That's how the whole collection of thoughts came about. I have a whole list of non sequiturs in my phone notes that I just write down all the time, and over the years, I realized that as much as I love music, I also love writing, and I love talking in front of a camera. I like performing. That is what gets me going in life. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. And so I'm going to be establishing over the next month a set schedule just to have a bit more consistency with my videos, instead of this kind of haphazard shotgun shell debris field of content, right? So I'm going to be primarily focusing on YouTube, as well as I just do daily TikToks just because they're fun and easy. So I'm going to be setting a schedule for my YouTube content, and although not moving away from music, to have a more rounded out channel, instead of just doing musical things, I'm going to be doing a lot more collection of thoughts. I have the next video I'm working on right now is kind of a deep dive on the ideology of individualism, which I'm going to be recording on Monday, which I have pretty much totally written right now. So that is going to be really fun because I was a philosophy major in college, and I love talking about that stuff, but I think where the certain angle that a lot of people take this stuff is YouTube is kind of overflowing with video essays and very scholarly deep dives on subjects. I just want to chat about it. I read a lot, I write a lot, and I just want to share my thoughts on things. I like talking about stuff. So that is kind of what's going on. I am trying to move this thing that I've built, this weird slice of the internet that I've built over the past 3 years, with some really lovely fans. Like I cannot stress enough. It's crazy. I never thought as a kid that I'd be sitting here today with anyone outside of close friends and family that dug my stuff. That is amazing to me. Like, I will never take that for granted. There's people out there I've never met that really care about what I do. And so the final thing I wanted to talk about is, what do you want from me? Like, I would just love a gauge from my fans of what do you dig about what I do? Do you like all of it? Is there stuff you don't care about? Is there stuff you prefer that you don't like what I do? Like, I just want to get a read, because eventually I would like to maybe start a Patreon, and that way kind of start turning this into more of a career rather than just a passion project. So what do you like? Like, what about what I do would you like to see more of? Is there any behind the scenes stuff? I've thought about doing deep dives on my production process, because I spend so much time just in programs, and I was thinking, like, if I were to do a Patreon, I could do sort of a behind the scenes look at how I produce all my songs, break it down track by track, isolate a bunch, show you really how I got to where I go, how I got to where I am with these tunes. So that's really it. Not much else to say. I just felt I've never done a channel update. I just released stuff and people have dug it. And so I just wanted to kind of reach out to my fans for the first time. I realize I'm someone who's a bit isolatory. I'm a bit solo, a bit of a lone wolf, and I wanted to just, talk a little bit about what's going on here. What is what I do? Because I love my life. This is making things in this room is the most edifying and gratifying experience I could ever fathom. And so really all I want to be able to do is keep doing this full time forever. I could do this the rest of my life and be a happy person. So let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into my stuff over the years. I can't believe the amount of outpouring of love and support I've gotten from everyone. Like, it's just insane. I don't care about the size of the audience, and the some of my favorite videos I've made are the ones that perform the worst, and the people that love those, it's just like, it makes me feel a little less lonely in this world. And I think that's the beauty of making things on the internet, is sometimes I have ideas and I think, that's no one would care about that, and then I make something out of it and people do. So that's kind of amazing. It's a nice way to combat loneliness. So thank you for watching one more time. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, and also if you think a Patreon or some extra things that I could do career-wise that would make this kind of whole machine work better for you, the viewer. Because at the end of the day, I love making stuff. I'd make stuff for free the rest of my life. But also, I want to be able to do this the rest of my life and devote all my time to it. So, that is the update, the housekeeping, the Mary Poppins, if you will, of videos. So, this is my first one of these. I think I'm going to do these once a month. I am usually someone who writes everything down in advance, and I think everything I usually do is so steeped in 10 layers of irony that I'm not used to just speaking to the camera. So, this is me. I love what I do, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll have a deep dive on individualism on Monday, and then episode 3 of a collection of my thoughts next week, and a new single from the album. It's called Freedom 35. This is Spilly Cave saying goodbye for right now, and then I'll see you on Monday. Later.